That's fine. That's fine, I know.
You see him short, and you choose not to fight him. How many people would fight him in that situation? A lot.
Sure.
You chose to play the timer, and because you did that, you win the fucking round. You choose that fight over the other one, which is better. You know he's short. You choose not to swing automatically on the Viper who had just shot at you. You decide to play the timer here. You hear him coming on, you choose not to swing again, you hold yourself, you stay underneath, you stay behind the triple. You know he's on bomb, he's circling you. You choose not to fight him again, you fall back. You won the round. Just on that play. That was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I don't think they gotta do anything there.
You didn't have to. You didn't have to do it. Okay, so the way you play Cypher is pretty textbook. I'm not complaining about your trips. I'm not complaining about your cam placement. You pretty much play it the way you should be playing it. You could maybe mix in some aggression sometimes with your shit if you wanted to, but anything that you decide to do, I want you to be communicating regularly so that your teammates know how to play off of you.
So one of the things that, like, I know going forward, I haven't been able to get this across to the team yet because I don't have like the voice in the locker room kind of gig. But going forward, so every time we play against a Viper, their Viper always has like lurk walls that counter us. But as Cypher, if you know like the correct cam spots, so like split, fracture, this map, if you know the good cam spots, the lurk walls are completely ineffective and that like destroys like 60% of the other team's strats. So I continuously play this camera here all game because they continuously play the same wall.
And they don't do anything about the camera. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you have heard anything from Mystic, but like they're trying to play him onto the Sentinel role because we haven't, you know, been able to play with him too well. So yeah, that's something like you can elaborate on when we're, you know, going over defensive strats and stuff. But go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so I had thought that you wanted to switch off the role because I'm sitting here going like, this is really good. I don't know why we want to change this. I feel like it's literally just little things that you guys are refusing to do. That's all it is. The way that you played this role was just fine. I think you played it pretty textbook. And it was pretty good. I had one problem with you with how you played with Dink on Haven. And that was another situation. I'm not sure if we talked about that yet, but you played it kind of like you played this situation where you played passive, but Dink was playing aggressive. So you guys weren't complementing each other on the site. But you're doing it here, and your Raze is playing passive, so it works perfectly fine. This is good. You should fall back here. So if you fell back a little bit earlier,
I know, like, you definitely, I need to fall back, like, I need to drop out of the site there, because it's a freaking 4v2, but how the hell did she hit that shot?
it's because you gave her the opportunity to do it.
Fuck that, she jumping right-clicked me. Did you see how I die? Like, look how I die. She, like, runs across the screen, jumps. I hear her coming, so I already know she's coming, so I fall back.
Yeah.
And watch when she comes across my screen. Watch how she kills me. I hear her coming, pop the cage, watch this shit. Like, this is so no way. I'm like, there's no way. That's what I heard. You go next.
But let me tell you, this fight should not have happened.
You're right.
You get the kill.
Right.
It's 5v3. You turtle up and join Mystic. Just give him the space. I've talked about this to Dink. Or not Dink, it was Dig. And I talked about how, as CT players, you want to play it like you're a toll booth operator. You're trying to tax them for taking certain areas of the map. If you get a kill here, it has costed them 1 life to get control of U-Haul. And that's totally fine. You can back off and give them U-Haul at that point. They have paid their toll. Okay? What you don't want to do is leave your toll booth empty and have them drive through it without having to cost them anything. In this state right here, in this exact moment, you have left your toll booth open. and they have driven through it, right?
Like I charged them, and then everyone else that came in after him just fucking got for free, so it didn't even matter.
Everything that the T's do have to cost them something. A lot of the times we want to cost them time on the clock, right? Time on the clock, taxing them to push into certain areas of the map, lives, chip damage, utility usage. All these things have to be taken into account as to what it is that we're trying to get from them. If they have site control with 1 minute, that's a little bit iffy. Now the rest of this is not your fault, and you can't see it on your perspective, but we gave them 4 1v1s there.
I think everyone there just needs to, swing together and come.
What you could say here to support them is say, turtle up and swing together, turtle up, swing together. That could be something you can support them with. Typically, if you're dead, you want to stay alive, or so you want to stay quiet, which I'm totally fine with because they were having problems with you calming too much.
Yeah.
But definitely you could support them and get them back into their mindset in the right way if they seem like they're all over the place. Now, let's talk about how we're communicating, because this is what, it's not about how much you're communicating, it's about how the message is being delivered. Now, the one thing, I want you to listen to how you're talking. There's one thing that you could change just looking at your webcam. Just look at your webcam. One thing you can change about how you comm this round to make it better for yourself in terms of how people react to it. This is going to be something that's going to be with you for the rest of your life. It's a lesson that's not even going to be within the game. It's also in life. How you communicate and the words that you choose to use are going to dictate how people will react to you. Okay? So watch how you talk. Just keep looking at your webcam. I chose the worst time to fucking hit start.
Oh, you're fine. And you're not the first person to mention this to me either, and like I don't even intentionally do it. But do you care if I take notes on this?
100%. 100%.
Okay. Yeah, I actually like want to improve, and I'm not gonna remember. If we sit here for 48 minutes and fucking talk, like I'm not gonna remember everything.
Yeah, 100%.
But I already know what you're gonna say. Like the tone, like I get in like this fucking mental zone I have to get out of. Like my tone is so demoralizing to everyone that I communicate to, and it's like, of course, no one wants to fucking talk to me when I'm talking like this, and I don't give a fuck. Like it makes it like it comes across so wrong.
Yeah. So you know it. So you know how to work on it, or you at least you don't know how to work on it yet, but you know that it's an issue that you have to work on, which is good. So, and I know from watching you, you do not mean any ill will to anybody. But some people will take it like that. And some people will just gel with you and it'll work really well. I had this one teammate named Modus who said like 3 words like a scrim. And it was the most condescending, like terrible conversation. But we would just laugh our ass off every time he would say something because he was so fucking monotone. And it seemed like he was just pissed off the entire time. But we would just laugh. But other people took that as like this guy's an asshole, right? So there's some people that will really gel well with what you're doing, but we want to try to appeal to the masses as much as we possibly can. Okay, so let's listen.
It's an environment, I can't be like a shitty person in the environment when we're all gonna play together.
But we know you're not. I know you're not being a shitty person. It's just coming off that way.
Or bathroom. Or bathroom arrow.
There's an easy fix for this. It's a bad example because you don't talk too much here.
Oh, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I probably do it all.
No, raising a new
I
line,
get like
get
this
her-
monotone, not monotone, but I get like this tone of voice, and it's just so fucking like it's just low. My girlfriend I do it to my girlfriend, bro. I do it to my fucking girlfriend. Like when we're in the kitchen, and I just like start talking. It's because my mind's not in like the conversation that I'm having.
Yep,
I just
definitely.
don't know how to fix it. Like I don't know what the fuck to do besides like focus. Like I have to like actually be present. Like here, I'm talking about what happens after the round, right? Like what I need to do in the round, but I'm watching the round, so I'm not paying attention to what I'm saying. I'm just like speaking the words that are in my head, and I calm that way, and it sets everybody off.
Yes. So I'm not sure if you said this to everyone.
I didn't. No.
You probably didn't, which is good. Because they would have taken it a really wrong way. But let's pretend you did say this to the team.
I think everyone
Listen back to this.
swing together and calm it. I mean, I think the team knows that already. But...
Okay, so here's how you change it. I want you to watch your jaw.
I think everyone there just needs to, you know, swing together and calm it.
I want you to open your mouth more. It's so
That's
weird.
legit truth.
It's
That
so
is legit
weird to
truth.
say this on a VOD where we're talking about video games, but this is like the next level shit that I'm hoping to bring to people. Like, open your mouth, and if you open your mouth, your tonality changes, and the volume changes as well. So the way that you end up having a conversation is completely different. If I were to talk to you like this, like, well, I put a camera up, and I think we didn't really do that well there. Versus, I really liked where I put my camera here. It's just weird that we didn't really pay off. What do you think we should do here, guys? Right? Open the mouth, open the jaw. You can even exercise this a little bit. Just open your jaw.
I think what I'm gonna do is after like these reviews, I take all the notes. I have 3 monitors, right? I'm probably gonna leave it up in my 3rd monitor just so I can have something to like look back to. Because
Yeah.
when we're conversating now, my tone of voice is obviously so much different than what it is in this, and I fucking hate when I talk like that because I don't even want to hear my own self talk.
Well,
what is wrong with me?
Everything that you're saying right now, I can tell your mouth is open and you're in a better state. Like you're someone that I want to have a beer with right now. But this could be taken the wrong way. For me, I've been playing this shit forever. If you were my teammate, I wouldn't have a problem at all. I wouldn't have a problem at all.
Now,
I'm watching right here.
too, so I have to be aware of, you know, how I react to them because, you know, like Mystic's only 17 years old. I can't fucking just come at him in a wrong way. Same with Dink, we're all, you know, a young group of guys full of testosterone. I can't just fucking I can't fucking lowball our team.
Definitely. You want to be uplifting your team.
They broke my trip.
You want to try to find ways to make them better. That's the key. It's not about you anymore. It's about how do I make this situation as good as possible for my teammates to be successful. Do you see the difference of how you called the Viper planning Trimple? Your mouth was wider. It was open. You were enunciating things better. There was tonality that was supportive. Like you were talking about an action, something that was like desperate. You needed to deliver that. It was good. Love your cat, by the way.
The team reacts to it like everyone fucking. Oh yeah. But everyone in my fucking team like when I calm in that manner, they like Mystic diverts his attention towards bathroom versus like when I communicate in the other way, like everyone's just like, oh, he said something, you know. But they're probably not even understanding what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, they're arrowing you whole, like they're pushing short, Viper's out, and like if I don't say it in that demeanor, like the level of urgency isn't there.
Exactly. Urgency is the word. Just say, Mystic, I'm gonna throw this over here.
I don't know, man.
No, this is good though. You need to hear this back, and maybe even watch your streams back, and practice this in ranked as well. Practice talking with your mouth open a little bit wider.
Currently A short. Yep.
One thing you've done in the past too is micromanaged a little bit. Instead of micromanaging, you ask for things. You ask.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna write that down because I always come across as an asshole and I don't understand why.
Mm-hmm.
Ask instead of demanding.
Ask instead of demand, for sure. The other thing too is pose it as a question. If you're not the in-game leader, like for example, if you see that there's 3 in A in the situation, and there's only 3 up, we're like, can we take B ? Take B long, take B through B long ? And then that allows the in-game leader to maybe get back on track of what they're trying to do and go into it. This is good comms. I like it. Stay alive. Play for your life. Another way of saying it. That's good.
Pop in the cages for you.
10 seconds left.
Mystic should be asking for those cages.
Yeah, his bottom view had to been fun. We're trying to fit him into our system right now. We're all having like a hard time trying to get him going, but I know that if we do get him going, his potential is fucking insane.
He's focused on.
A way to get him going.
He's focused on some of the wrong things, in my opinion, and I think he saw that more easily when we went over. Yeah, he's he's like every typical young guy playing games. It's like it's all about my aim. It's about my aim. It's like sure, okay, aim's important, but you can make your life a whole lot easier if you don't have to worry about your aim.
Yeah, that's something I learned. Yeah, that's a nice statement there. Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Imagine if everyone just ran into your crosshair and all I had to do was press the left click, and how many 5Ks you would get. That's pretty great.
Imagine if you can hit Radiant by just using crosshair placement. That'd be amazing.
That's what Das Nerth did, isn't it? Positioning and crosshair placement with the shotgun. It's possible.
Viper's here, A short.
It could be a lurk A short. What I'm going to say here. It's like there's one lurking A short here. They could rotate back. They fell back. It's coming back towards you probably now. Little things you could be saying. I see nothing towards A. Careful on B.
I keep them updated on what I'm seeing. You know, this camera has so much information.
Yeah, they're not even identifying it as being a threat, which is funny. These guys were all over the place.
Or Sentinel's calming that he's there. What if? How many players should I send to rotate? Like my information affects the IGL's decisions.
Spike down B.
I don't know. I might put on push and talk and then just like be aware of when I'm saying something instead of just letting the team hearing what I'm thinking continuously.
You need to practice with your push to talk too. There's times in this VOD where you look down at your keyboard to find out which button you need to press.
Relax. No, I have a stream deck. So I like click the mute key. I was muted the entire game. And then instead of using push to talk, I would just like unmute myself for a duration of time in between the rounds.
I'm still playing the same camera because they haven't found
So I like look down and click the button on my stream deck and then look back up.
Okay.
I do that in the fucking round. I'm actually retard for
They
that.
told me that I'm overcalming.
Oh boy, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's talk about it.
Asher's in their shit.
Let's go back.
Let's talk about it.
Found it yet.
So I trusted my setup here.
Because they haven't found it yet.
I'm gonna let you go through, and then I'll give you like what my POV or what I was thinking at the time to see how it like determines from yours or differs from yours. I'm sorry.
How much money do they have?
Eco, yeah, it's eco run.
What threats do you have with ults?
Raise ult. Yeah. The only threat I have right now is the Raze and the Sova ult. And the Sova dry ults my ass, which is weird, but yeah.
Yeah, these two are the threat. These two are the threat
and those are the
ults.
two that pushed me. And I stood there and took the fight. When the only two threats that we had were the ones that pushed me, I took the fight.
Okay, so let's talk about what we can do differently here.
Because they haven't found it yet. So I'll just... They haven't found it, so I might as well just keep on playing it. They told me that I'm overcalming too much, so I don't want to like say too.
I would. You might not be playing. You might not want to be playing U-Haul. Well, you definitely don't want to be playing U-Haul. But if someone were to be playing U-Haul, I feel like Mystic should be taking U-Haul in this situation, just because Mystic's gonna probably be able to aggressively peek. Yeah, or just you play the trips a little bit deeper, and then he peeks in and just tries to get information for short, and then he falls back. That's how I would be playing it.
I'm not sure make too many comms.
Because the only issue is that we don't know they're here. If they're going to be doing a 5-man push, we don't know they're there until Cubby, based on Mystic's angle right now and your angle.
Yeah.
You're crossfiring an angle once with camera and with a gun. He sees a little bit deep into Cubby. It's too late at that point. They explode on him.
Can you pause it?
Yep.
You know what I was thinking? I haven't told Mystic yet, but like my camera sees the angle that he's watching, so maybe both of us tuck in towards bathroom side here, and like we let them flood out on that. Because look at the wall, right? So they put the Viper wall up, and they can't see us, but my camera can see them. So for every player that I tag using my camera, even if they get into Yuka, me and Raze are protected from bathroom. Okay, I can put like a trip earlier up in bathroom, and then we can just shoot people through the Viper wall.
Yep.
And then that completely eliminates, and they're on an eco round too, so that makes it even worse. They burn 2 ults, they put up their Viper wall, so they can't see us, they can't spray back at us. Dude, continue.
Another thing that Mystic can maybe consider, I think he might be able to jump up onto the triple box. It's possible. He can probably boost himself up there, and just play over top and just fall off after a kill. Like
that,
you want to be
eco, like don't even peek at all.
well,
Like,
if it's an eco.
Together.
If it's an eco, you want to have longer range fights. You don't want to be fighting a U-Haul because this is going to be a freebie for them in most cases. It should be a freebie for them. They're going to run right into you, right? They'll put up a Viper wall, they'll run right into you. So if it wasn't going to be the raise that was going to get you, someone else was following up behind him to be able to clip you. Now, if our raise jumps up on here, it's not a bad deal because he can see long range right over here. It's also an off angle that people aren't going to expect.
And like we need to determine here, like, are we both gonna? Because why is he peeking if I'm playing passive? Like he's playing aggressive, I'm playing passive. Why don't we just both peek, angle we both know we can cover instead of one of us taking it like one-on-one.
Exactly, and that comes back to the Haven round that I was talking about, where you were playing completely passive with the camera, and Dick was playing fully aggressive. There's like polar opposite spectrums. There's 3 ways that you can play on CT. You play aggressive, passive-aggressive, or you play fully passive. So both of you guys have to be on the same page as to what it is that you're trying to do.
As a Sentinel, I need to tell him, or I need to ask him to play the way that I'm playing.
As a player,
just like expect him to fucking know.
As a player, and if you're working with Mystic, one of the things that I asked Mystic to do in his VOD was to have a pre-round routine where he starts visualizing what it is that he wants to do. And that's when you, as a player, ask him the question, what are you planning on doing here, Mystic? How can I help you? How can I help you set up? He's got a great shot. We need to take full advantage of it. So how do we set him up to be in the best position to be able to make those shots happen?
I committed single. Yeah. Asher's in there. She's a Phantom now.
So asking something simple as, what are you feeling this round, Mystic? Just to get him in the right mindset so he can start asking that question. You'll help him a lot as well.
It's not a good idea to
because there's a lot of times, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off again. There's a lot of times in his VODs where he's either alt-tabbed before the round or he's jumping around like a headless chicken. So we need to get him focused up.
I thought I could have got him, but
Make him think.
wasn't a good idea. I should have called.
Yeah, make him think actively.
I should have just held it, let them come in, but it's all good. What can I do?
Planted.
We'll skip ahead since we want to focus mostly on your gameplay.
Yeah.
They're dressing their Viper wall for a bathroom play.
I have no problem with what you're doing. It's totally fine.
I'll probably have to change position of this camera. I can't see bathroom.
You can see it enough.
Pause it real quick?
Yep.
Sorry. Can you pause it real quick? My girlfriend called me. I didn't know how to call, and I feel really shitty about it. Can I call her back in like 1 minute?
Sure.
Yeah, give me like 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm gonna call her real quick. Because she's not home right now. So I just... Bye. Alright, you're good.
Good? Okay.
Do I need to rotate?
Yep.
I'm saying a new Holden.
Yeah, okay, it's fine. I was gonna say maybe you want to be doing something towards showers, but this is fine.
They're coming out short, and they have a wall that blocks me off. I pulled my camera back by accident. I am.
Yeah, we're fucking rotating.
This is good. Playing your life. You hear one short.
I love this.
Awesome.
Got him.
Big ult. Love it. Yeah, how you play this round is pretty fucking good.
I have a camera if you just wait.
Yeah, this map felt so good.
They're
So
both
camp,
there.
tag,
They're both there.
free kill for dig.
One enemy remaining.
Beautiful.
Predicted.
Good. Awesome work.
Yep.
No complaints on that one. I was happy with that.
This trip, I play it here because
I
it
ain't
makes it so
trying
hard for
one
them to break it without like committing all the way out.
What's up?
When is the right time for me to award my teammates for having a good round?
To award your teammates?
Yeah, like, like hype each other up. Because our team fucking, like, morale is so low after losing so many games. Like, how do I, as a Sentinel, be like, Dink, you just got a 4K, dude. Like, great fucking job. That was insane.
Nice! That's it.
That's all I gotta say.
That's all you need to do. That's what the pros do all the time. Baby Bay you should watch Baby Bay not for his negative shit that he does, because he does that mostly for stream. But he is one of the best hype men in the game, hands down. The dude is just fucking hilarious. When I was playing with him, he was like, honest to God, some of the shit that he would say after you played really well, it just made you laugh and all this stuff. It was great. But he does have a negative side that I want you to ignore. What are you gonna say?
It makes you feel good about doing something good, you know, like it gets you in the flow. Like for me, my game's all built around a flow, and like I try to explain that to my teammates a little bit too. It's like if I start the game early, bro, and like I get like the first 2K, 3K, a single, something like that. As soon as I get the numbers going, the game's I'm getting 25.
Yeah.
But if I start slow or like I can't get into a rhythm, it's over.
It's a momentum-based game too, so it is a very important question. Like that one right there. Nice, Dink!
They still haven't found this camera, so I'm chilling. They know he's in U-Haul. As soon as they know one of us is in U-Haul. One bathroom. One shower.
You have one short, one A bathrooms right now, I feel.
Yeah, I'm stretched.
Spike down B.
Okay, he rotated out of showers. You can call that. You heard it. They're probably setting up for A here, guys. They just smoked out A.
One enemy
A
remaining.
short. A short.
See what I mean?
Yeah, instead of
They
dig,
said
like
found my
relaying
camera.
information that they see on the minimap, me saying it.
Yeah.
So,
Just confirming, because sometimes people won't look at the mini-map, right?
I don't know. Like a part of me wants to give comms and like try to like give certain things, but they say I flood it. So and everything we're doing right now.
It's not that you flood. It's just the tonality.
I just told
Just the
myself
tonality.
whatever. They know
well,
this
I mean, there's
crap's
like things that
gonna
you
change.
say, and then there's things that like Dink says, and that's where kind of like they literally started like they had like, a little meeting before it started, and they just straight up told me like you talk too much, and like a lot of the things that you say are irrelevant at the time. So like that's when and I mentally made the decision to like pick and choose exactly what it is that I say.
Mm-hmm.
I've never played a scrim game like I've always been like an IGL, so I'm always talking in the game.
Yeah.
But I never like been told that I was talking too much because I try to give like information based comms, but sometimes I hype myself up and I think that like pours up wrong to the teammate off of our teammates. So especially my tone of voice too, so I can see if I'm talking in that tone of voice for a whole game, everyone's probably just like shut the fuck up.
So instead of what I want you to focus on too, another note for you, don't hype your own self. You let your teammates hype you. So you need to hype them. So they will eventually hype you up once you give them that positive reinforcement over and over again. Don't validate yourself. Let others validate you. And you also should not be fully affected by validation. That's a whole other conversation for another time. That's good. You can back off here. If they're going towards A, they now have to go slowly through showers.
I'm not sure where she's at. No one has crossed the wall yet.
Careful, our spawn.
Raise the new hole. Raise the new hole. Raise
You have a few options here.
Chamber close short. Raise the new hole.
You can good frag. You can now push through showers and start a flank if you wanted to. You could swing with your teammates. Like they can start going through CT heaven, and then you guys both swing out. Lots of different options here. You guys are in a very winnable situation. There's two here in U-Haul at this point.
U-Haul too. Asher and Raze are both U-Haul.
There you go.
I'm staying on my camera for you guys for a second. Nice. She has lineups.
I'm worried about push on showers here. Oh, I was right.
Dude, look at this shit.
Jesus fucking great. Both of you guys got your fucking knife out. Oh.
Dude, it was so long. Like I don't know how I'm supposed to predict him at that point. Yeah, go ahead. You can play it. It's pretty funny.
I predicted it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, because you're fucking S tier mental. I'm fucking like F tier in the game. I'm like so focused on like what's on site. I'm sitting here thinking there's gotta be like at least 2 more players shorter lineups or no. So what went through my head here is their Viper like played lineups throughout the game. So I was like, fuck it, like, I'm gonna flank her quick. That's why I pulled my knife out to move quicker, but I didn't want her to know that I was coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that happened. And then him being there, dude, I was like, I didn't need my knife out, you know. It's just like a Valorant habit. Whatever, you can play it. This shit's embarrassing.
We have two hooligans with their knives out. Might as well just knife fight at this point. Oh my god! Oh,
Dude,
no!
Like, what the fuck? And I hit him
Oh no!
I headshotted him first, and I had the fucking face to me in the man. I'm like, yeah, you're a bastard.
Walk the bathroom. Walk bathroom.
Oh no!
Walk bathroom.
I didn't get to see that on Mystic's perspective. That's funny. Oh god.
I was like, bro.
I don't know.
I hate dying like that.
To recognize her that she's gonna do that when the orb's in the spike.
Yeah, I'm talking about the lineups here because she plays the lineups. I'm telling you, bro. She beat us. There was a round they beat us by doing that. So I picked that shit up. I was like, no more lineups.
Me, but I had my knife out when I went to flank the Viper.
So if you knew the lineups, as being a situation. Remember what I was telling you? You just got that frag. You're about to get this frag.
Yeah. Flank now, you think?
Not yet. You could.
I'm not sure where she's at.
Or after the chamber pick thing.
No
my
one
team's
is
already
on the
regrouped up
wall
for CT. Cause look, I have 2 players heaven, and then I have 2 players rotating over.
Our spawn.
Raise the new hole. Raise the new hole.
Did you get the kill? You get a kill somewhere here. Okay.
Yeah, I guess
It's here
I
now.
killed the chamber here.
Chamber close short.
'Cause I gave up my position.
Beautiful. Now you can wrap around showers if you wanted to. If you're going to do it, you have to do it really slow, and you are taking yourself out of the play. So typically in this situation, what I say is, I'm making a play, 4v4. Pretend it's 4v4. So you need to basically walk out here. You have to walk out showers at this point. And
for someone who doesn't have that much experience, when like how would I know here, like that it's the right play to push around like that? Well,
whenever
chamber's dead, so that means they wouldn't know if I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
So the logic behind saying I'm making a play is that you're going with your gut. You're going with your inner voice. Your inner voice is telling you, I need to go back here. Basically, it's what your gut tells you to do. And you say, I'm making a play, you are telling everyone that you're probably going to die. But there's a reason why I'm making this play, right? I just feel something. I feel like I need to do it, right? And by telling them that, they are now better prepared to be able to take a 4v4. And that's something that you guys need to like communicate. Because there will be times where you will make a play and it wasn't a good time to make the play, right? And that's when people might get upset with you. But at the same time, this is like, we'll have a conversation about it afterward, and we'll talk about what it was that we did and did we need to do it at the time. So if you were worried about lineups and you were thinking about that, that should have been something in your mind at this point, and that's what you were trying to counter. Okay?
Right.
And that's when you could have been rotating back.
The Viper.
Okay.
I wonder where Dick's looking.
Call your swinging. Call your swinging here.
One enemy remaining.
You guys are spreading out now. Come to the right side. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Stack on me. Stack on me. Swing. Okay, let's watch it again.
Like funnel the retake, essentially.
Just go the same way. That way it's a 2v1, right? So we know where he is. You either, if you're going to go to the right, that's great. Or you follow Dig to the left. At that point, you stack on Dig and you work on the trade. Okay, so you end up doing it without calling. Like, both you guys do it well. But this is something that I'm like, I'm swinging. I'm peeking back sight. He's back sight. He's under hooked. Follow me. To the right. Follow me to the right. This was good. I like the ult.
Yeah, me and Dig have a conversation about it.
I like the ult.
My bad.
It was
I
fine.
was like, I just wanted to make sure we had the round.
Yeah, that's, you know why it's such a good ult? Because watch their money. Watch their money on the next round. If you lose this round, they're okay money-wise. If you win this round, They're fucked. That's a good investment.
I can buy.
We cannot afford to lose that 1v2, and that was a good lockdown. Even though Dig ended up getting the 1v1 and winning it, that could have been the opposite. If you didn't put that ult down and Dig gets killed, and then you're fucked.
Yeah, usually I don't play.
She could definitely play time
but...
on me there too. That's what makes it even scarier.
I mean, they could like see this trip.
Like she doesn't have to commit to anything. I have to commit to defusing the spike. I'm already on like a timeline.
That's gonna definitely let them pass. So.
Sorry, do you want me to pull that back?
I like it. You guys are changing up the aggression. I don't think you need to throw that trip there, because you guys might be pushing up with it, and that's fine.
Yeah, I could use more towards short for sure.
We know that they're setting up for A here, by the way. It's an eco. We got bombed down with that kill.
They cut me off U-Haul with the wall.
Yeah. We didn't hear anyone running through, so they can't be U-Haul. But this, once again, this is a gift for them if they end up rushing up on you. We gotta be very careful.
Where's Astra and Viper? Where's Astra and Viper? Let me know.
They're up short. They're 100% short.
Viper was short, but I could be wrong.
I need to get in a better position to trade this off.
Yeah, you go to TP.
We have bomb,
Yeah. I'm just holding over here.
and then we have Cypher still on site.
Okay, so they haven't done anything towards short. We need to call this. Say, watch out for hookah. Never mind. They resmoked. Viper's here.
Enemy remaining.
Good shit.
So I'm assuming that you saw the other point of view. So that means the Astra was like coming from their spawn then. So they spread out too.
Can't remember every single round, but
Keep my mic
yeah,
muted
something
as
along
fuck,
those lines.
'cause, like, I talk to myself too much. That's like the only way I keep myself like fucking sane. They still haven't done the camera, so I guess I'll just play
You sound so depressed here,
the
man.
same shit.
I talk to myself. It's the only way I can sound sane.
Like this is how I talk to myself.
I would be if I
Like
ran like
this is what I'm thinking. So I'm like, fuck it. Like I'm talking to myself. Ward doesn't understand like where my mental is at this point, and like I don't even sound energetic. Like I'm not even. Like I don't sound like I enjoy the fucking game. And
Yeah.
My comms probably are all the same, and it's like, look at that strat. I was like, oh fuck. I was like, oh fuck.
I was saying in Meeseek's VOD, sometimes it's okay to be hit by the dart, because if you get hit by the dart, sometimes we want to be hit by the dart just so that we can slow down their aggression. Like if they see someone who's in showers and they get hit by the dart and you break the dart, now they're like, okay, we have to tactically take this angle. We're not just gonna run right in and just take ground. Sometimes it's okay to be hit by the dart.
Trip broke bathroom.
Okay, we've got like a setup on it here. We need one rotated over potentially. If we don't already have three, I think we do have three. I could be wrong.
Yeah, they have three. And King's pushed up for our flank.
Yeah, that's good. So he's taking map control, and this is an obvious like a lot of work here. They're throwing rays, Roombas. They have drones out here, and this is the thing that I'm talking about too. When it comes to Dig's job is to be controlling sections of the map that we need to fight on. There was one round that you went into showers, Dig through an aggressive smoke, and you fired some shots. That would slow down their aggression onto showers. But if you look at this right now, this drone came out really close. That means they have full control of showers, and they now technically have full control of over short. And it's only 1 minute and 23 seconds into the round. This is danger zone.
Darting here. Or droning, I'm sorry. 2 out. Short.
And they got the first pick.
I'm
And they're about to kill you too. Oh, you're lucky. Fall back. Run away. Run away. Run away. Good.
I'm falling off and waiting for you guys.
If you drone, I can ult him.
I still have my camera too, so after your drone.
Now, I'll bring this up to you. This isn't part of yours, but if Ray's ults early here, how do they react?
Yeah, they don't have the spike planted.
They don't have the spike planted yet, and if you threw a Ray's ult right away, is it going to deter them? Are they going to hesitate? What do you think?
Do they hit the TP?
They might, right?
Yeah, like if they're, I think here they play a default. So like if they know that we're like she's coming out of fucking heaven with an ult, like you got it. You can't plant the spike. You can't commit to that. And the first thing you have to do is fall into U-Haul. The problem with this play here is like, as Cypher, I'm the one following the drone here, and I think it should have been like vice versa. I should be the one holding heaven with my camera, and Mystic should be following around with Sova and like pushing in because he has grenade, drone, 2 satchels, and an ult to help clear U-Haul. Versus me, like I have to take it empty-handed with no utility.
That's fine.
You'll see. Watch. You
I got
continue.
your body.
That's fine. You following up with this is totally okay. You pushing in with
I'm
this.
gonna follow his drone.
The point I was trying to make is that if Ray's ults, Ray's ult is good for one thing in particular, and that's to be a deterrent. If you're a deterrent from, you know, pushing into sites, pushing specific angles, planting the bomb, for example, people aren't going to want to take the risk.
Pops it early? Like
Yes.
If he pops it early and holds it?
Yes. Just holding it and
Okay,
just calling
yeah.
it. Like, you don't have to get 3 or 4 frags with it every time, but you can use it as a utility to be able to stall out and allow people to rotate into positions so that we can better retake the site.
I'm gonna follow his drone.
That's creative, yeah. Because I'm not going to commit anywhere if he pops that fucking ult.
Mm-hmm. Did you
Maybe
play...
it's the same Valorant player doesn't do that.
Did you... No one in Valorant thinks of it like that. Have you played Overwatch before?
No, that's my first like shooter.
So Overwatch, there's an ability called High Noon. It's McCree's ult, and it works the same way. That ult is not super powerful in terms of something that needs to be directed by like an in-game leader. It's one of those ults where, maybe not that ult. What's another ult?
If you don't respect it, like you get punished for it.
Right. Okay, so let's use Widowmaker. Widowmaker's better one. Widowmaker, she has the ability to pop sites, which gives you the ability to wall hack. Kind of like Cypher, right? You wall hack, you see everything. She has full control over that. No one's going to in-game lead her as to when she's going to pop that. That ult is for her, and it's no different with Raze. The ult is for her at that point, right? So same idea. You can use your utility to be able to deter things. Your utility with your ult can also do that as well. If someone's pushing into the site and you end up popping that, all of a sudden they're like, oh shit, they know where all of us are. So now they're going to be more frantic, right?
Default, move.
Astra short, Astra short.
55 on them.
Spike planted.
I don't mind you being aggressive here. This is good. Because you're trying to even the numbers. Now you've got the even numbers. Whoa.
I whip. She's close to my body. Close to my body.
It happens, man.
If I kill her there, dude,
55.
It happens.
I think they win this. They win this.
No, they lose it.
Bathroom. Right in the front of bathroom.
Oh my god, that is the most isolated one.
Exactly. You got it.
Floor in front of you.
And you know why this happens?
It's not even just a one, bro. It's so isolated as a Viper pit. Like you have no idea where she's at either. Like your death has no value at that point.
Spike planted.
You
Exactly.
don't even know where she's at that point. It's like, oh man, that sucks.
So this situation,
Whip. She's close to my body.
Do you
here's
think I
an
just wait.
no, you did everything right. You just strafe out wider and shoot him in the head with confidence. The reason why you didn't strafe out with confidence is because you had no information on Cubby, and you had no information on if someone was going to swing you from the smoke. That's what happened there. So if you're going to choose to take that fight, you got to do it with full confidence,
Body. Close to my body.
One enemy
Nice guy.
almost blind confidence, you all. So I want you to listen to what Meeseek and Dink say here.
Viper, hit 55.
Bathroom. Right in the front of bathroom.
Nice comms.
Did they say anything about stack on me, or did they say I'm going to ping the bomb, or I'm going to not ping the bomb, but I'm going to tap the bomb? Did they do anything? Did they communicate with each other? This is the
didn't say a
issue.
word.
Exactly. Exactly. They didn't say anything. This is the issue that is going to hold us back as a team. We need to be communicating in a 2v1 situation. These guys need to be yelling at each other frantically, communicating what's going on, what I'm thinking about doing,
Gun on the floor in front of you.
where can they be.
He changed me up last minute, dude. That
I
fucking
might not
destroyed
have
me.
enough time.
If you don't have enough time, then you just back out.
Try to set up.
This is good. This is good.
Okay, it's hard to find the fucking spot that it needs, but this, yeah, I eventually just make a decision.
I didn't get to do this.
Don't overcomplicate them. The idea behind it is to slow them down and you get information. Don't overcomplicate it. It doesn't have to be like on a 45,000 degree angle that's going to like trip them up if they end up going here. Just throw them down. Just toss them down. Later on, we can talk about like different setups that you can potentially use. But right now, it's just like you don't have time. You just toss it.
Yeah, Dink and I played great to here. He says we don't play together at all, but I'm like, bro,
You can get out of here.
we actually played great there. He had B long, I had hookah. I was like, I got your hookah. He's like, I got your B long, and I was like, all right, bet we're good.
Yeah, it's all good.
One enemy remaining.
Bombs down. You can just rotate at this point. No, not as soon as you see bomb on minimap, you can pretty much rotate as an anchor player.
Dude, this sucks, man. This fucking half sucks.
I can't believe we're zone blind.
I thought I had such a great first half, and like we won so many rounds off of like good decision early rounds that I picked, and then, dude, I don't think I get another kill going forward from here.
I think there's a massive improvement in how you guys played CT, just based on what Dig was doing with his smokes, based on what we talked about. So he started listening to me on that, which is good.
You should see the
Yeah.
game today, bro. Oh my god, the game today is so bad.
You guys scrim today?
Yeah, we had our MEL game today.
Oh.
They recorded it for you, bro. If you watch that, you're gonna be like, what the? Like, everything I've been teaching these kids is just gone. We didn't do a single thing, bro. And everyone checked out. It was so bad.
Sometimes that happens,
We had,
man.
Dude, we had like an hour. Dig went like 3 and 17. Dig, like I got match MVP one game, like the first game, but it didn't matter because we fucking got blown out. And the second game, I like bottom frag. I was like, oh, well, that was a change of pace. This, oh, pause it.
He's there. He's there in that left corner. Right.
So she does this setup every single round.
Okay.
Like I would say like the next 6 or 7 rounds of the game, and look at how out of sync me and Mystic are. Like I have no idea what he's trying to do, and in return for us not being like cooperative here, like all one of us has to do is be like, hey, wait for the utility to go down, and then we can push, or wait for Viper shit to go down, and then we can push. Instead, he throws his grenade, like one of the most important pieces of utility for sight. He throws his boom bot. I'm like, okay, like that's fucking shot. She breaks that, dodges a grenade. I'm like, okay, I have to commit to my camera here. So I throw the camera, still don't get her. And I'm like, holy shit. So now we're literally burned our entire pistol round of utility for no purpose.
Yeah, and think about it from their perspective. They're Tollbooth operators, and they're seeing, oh, I just got a Roomba out of them. I just got a nade out of them. I even got a camera out of them, and they haven't gained any fucking ground on me. This is great, right? So, in this situation, what you could do, and just something I just thought of, is you wait for the smoke to come down, and you tell Mystic, like, Mystic, I'm going to put my camera in there. I want you to swing in as I put the camera down, because they're going to shoot the camera, and you get a free kill. Instead of doing it right there. You didn't have to do it right there.
He's there. He's there in that left
He's there.
corner.
I fucking hate that call. He's there. He's there. Where's there? He's there.
We can see, like, I can see like where our team hit the wall, and he starts this round.
We're just well, we're not gaining ground, right? We're not fighting for the areas of contention on the map that allows us to explode onto a site. That's the problem. There is literally nothing going on. I don't see it right now, but we probably don't have garden control, which is part of where you want to be executing onto the site. This is like getting to the end zone. You guys are playing from your end zone and you're trying to score a touchdown. It's hard to do.
Holding outside of hookah. Yep, I'm just holding it.
Because I'm waiting here for my players to like, get up in the garden so I can push out. Now S tier hide. And then watch how I get S tier fucking countered. I don't.
Yeah. that was a good play, right? That was a good play. It's
Yeah, for sure. Like the dart, and then for her to push off that dart was actually meta.
I don't know if we were going B or going A. It's kind of like, I don't know.
And I'm just caught my ass in the grass from the late game call. That's 2 times now that Dink's fucking called me late, and I just like don't know what we're doing.
I wouldn't worry about it too much.
I don't know. I think as soon as we
Yeah,
find out
I
that
don't care about it too much, but I definitely like trying to fit. I'm trying to fit into their system, and if they make it hard for me, man, that shit like I don't know. I just get
so
hurt
he
by
puts
it.
a wall and an orb.
You'll be okay.
I can't like, see when he crosses. Yeah. So I was backing up to fall back. Yeah, I was falling back to like hold up or whatever. We tried to use Ray's bot and the grenade to clear it, and it shouldn't work.
Same
Okay,
setup.
let's watch this.
Bro, she's S tier, dude. I
wish-
the whole fucking room.
I wish I could see what is going on in the map. It's hard on T side to really figure that out.
Yeah,
But the way that we peek this, we don't have. We know that there's information because there's Viper here, and Viper played this last round. So the way that you peek out here, okay, is not ideal.
Spike down A.
Pushed up, he pushed up. One. Let's go.
You're about to walk this angle. You walk this angle right here. You're dead. Okay? You walk this angle. You're dead. Where's your crosshair right now?
Middle of nowhere.
Right, it's in fucking Narnia. So now, her crosshair is on you. So let's think about it this way. The path to victory is through the eyes of the opponent. Where's her crosshair right now?
Right on my fucking head.
Right on your fucking head.
The first spot I can cross is where she's watching.
Right
Versus
on
me,
your...
I'm literally-
Yeah, you said it. Right on your fucking head. And now look how many pixels you have to swipe to be able to get to her. If you hit her once here, it's a miracle. And look at the overswing. So this is what you need to be thinking about is, see how hard it was to hit that shot? And it's not that it's impossible, but if you put someone in a position where they have to make a flick, their chances of making a mistake go up. Right? If you put themselves in a position, or you put them in a position where they don't have to flick that much, he ended up actually moving slightly. So he was nervous. He was not ready for this. Okay? He's actually in a terrible position. This, if anyone else comes in here, I swing and clear that, and it's like one tap in the head, no problem. And he's probably been countered by that several times because he's playing an angle that he shouldn't be playing altogether. But because he was so close to you, and he didn't have to adjust that big, it was easy for him to get a kill without having any damage put on him.
Vipers.
You snatched defeat from the hands of victory with that peak. You could have beat him there. It's possible.
I don't know. I don't think lurking on eco rounds is a play, but
I agree.
whatever.
Do not lurk on eco
If I'm
rounds.
here with them, I could probably help
We
them
shouldn't be
more.
playing slow. We should be attacking something together and just trying to get 1 or 2 kills. If we get the bomb down as well, that's a big victory.
Literally ever.
So you're correct. You are totally correct. But you never say that to the in-game leader. What you would say is, are we cool with maybe pushing B long here? And you pose it as a question. And at the end of it, if you decide to do the lurk, totally fine, do the lurk, and then we can talk about it later as a team.
He's stuck.
I'm with you, Dig. I'm with you, Dig. I'm with you.
Holding us. He's gonna be stuck. Nice. One CT out.
Didn't need to use a cam here.
Enemy remaining.
Backside, let's go. I don't want to give her a gun.
You guys can path through elbow. You can fall back towards teleporter.
I haven't
Lots of
seen her
options
anywhere.
here.
She's gotta go. She's gotta go.
I like
love
going
this round
TP.
from Dick and I, dude.
See her little heads right there.
Cage triggered.
I'm coming your way. She can't flank us. How would you like to set up here?
I'm gonna go short. One heaven.
Okay, then I'll play bench.
I hear him already CT.
I'm gonna play bench.
He's on site.
Be careful. I'm in bench for you. I'm
The
slowly
danger of this, exactly, right? And because of that, Dig can actually be put in a 1v1 as well. So this is actually I'm not sure if I like the crossfire here. I feel like you guys double up on short, or you guys double up in shower and plant open. Those would be options.
Near triple.
Alright, I got your U-haul. I got your U-haul.
I'm holding your.
Because let's say he
Can you
swings
pause?
you.
Yeah. My
Let's say
thing
you-
is
go ahead.
we hear Dick makes a comm that he hears on close CT. So if either one of us like reposition here, he has a line of sight from CT. So if I go forward towards U-Haul, he sees me. If Dick comes towards my bathroom, he sees me. So
You're-
She's gotta
Go
go.
ahead.
Let's rotate. She's gotta.
See her little heads
You'll
right
hear
there.
it. You'll hear it when he goes back through and repeats it. He's like, I hear her close CT, and that's when I knew I was like, fuck, I can't reposition. So we're trying to make the decision because he wants me to go. He's in his head. He's in a plan for heaven. Like he was gonna wrap towards CT, and I was gonna stay on the spike
Where is Raze right now
in their spawn.
in their spawn? That means you are going to have a site as soon as you go in. Your post plant planning starts now. Right now, right in this exact moment. You already know you have bomb site. So this is where you're going to say, do you want to go short?
I'm coming your way. She can't flank us.
This is where you're talking about where you should be. You were 5 seconds late there. Like 3 or 4 seconds late on that call. You could actually have been calling it as you were running into the teleporter. You could have been doing it much sooner, right? Let's say you guys go teleporter right now. We know she's backside. She's through something there, right?
You can wait for my cam tag if you need it.
So you guys go make the decision. We're gonna go TP. Great. Start your post plant because it takes way too long for her to rotate. That you know for sure you're gonna be able to get that bomb down. Make sense?
I'm coming
So
your way.
I would have already, like, I would have asked the question here, and then that would have determined if I would go short with him or we would both go bathroom together.
Yep.
And then he would plant for bath, like he would probably plant in like the little triple spot and never leave like bathroom. You know, like I never leave bathroom. I just
Yeah.
Set up here.
That works. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you can play one right here, and just.
Yeah, you see how he goes like the left
Okay,
here? He
I'll
probably
play
just
bench.
goes like the triangle right there, and we're good. And he never has to commit to anything. But
I'm gonna play bench.
So you had so much time. You actually had another 10 seconds before you even they even got into CT, because the call was just made. He's in close CT. You had another 10 seconds that you could have been setting up your post plant.
I see this.
Be careful.
I can see
I'm
how
in bench for you.
the
I'm
raise
holding
fights me
triangle.
here, kills me U-haul if I miss, and then swings on dig. We're fucked.
Yeah, and Dig isn't in a position to be able to take a swing. Like, let's say he swings on you, you can fight it and then get a 1v1, but Dig would take more time to be able to swing out and react to
I
that.
got your U-haul. I got
Yeah,
your
it
U-haul.
creates 2 isolated ones like right
Mhm.
away.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Yep.
Last player standing.
There's an isolated one,
Yeah.
and there's an isolated one. Could have gone really wrong.
We thought we were doing it right. Yeah.
You had the right idea.
I really won the round. Just gotta get more. Our IQ has to be higher there. I don't know. I think I eventually gonna have to like man up and stop like asking where we're going and just like say something. No, I can't do that.
No, the way that you say it is like we talked about. Say, plant for showers, double up showers, question mark?
Or I'd say like want to plan for showers and then.
Yeah, plant for showers and double up showers, question mark?
Wanted them to know that we can push that. So they probably thought that Viper had a lock here.
Or can we plant showers and play showers? Pose it as a question. It's good positioning. If they, so everyone's doing something towards A, and that's gonna make them want to start moving. So I can expect a Viper. Yep, there we go. I thought you would expect it. As things are going on over there, they're probably gonna push into you.
Silva pushed out. Silva pushed out, hit 80. Yep, Silva hit 80 here.
I had like an indication, but I just didn't like
My
commit.
versus probably isn't effective here. I gotta do
Sorry, say that again.
Like I had the. I thought of the idea, which is why I positioned myself in such a sharp angle. But like I don't commit to that idea, so then I fucking like start moving back over, and that's just timing.
You got
If I was just more
nervous.
disciplined. Yeah, if I was just more disciplined in like what I was gonna do, then
just can't be like so offensively forward.
As Coach Trippy would say, you got nervous. Or you played yourself. He said one of those two. That's what he would say. Let's skip ahead. They have not changed their setup.
Raise use her boom by and grenade already.
See how people like these guys are bad. Like they just wasted all that util, and now it's gonna give you opportunities now to move up.
You off your call.
I wonder how he got out of there because like we knew he was there, we just couldn't kill him.
We're going out. We gotta go out. We gotta go out.
You guys do this really well. I think you're about to push into U-Haul on your own. I'm not sure if this was good without a call saying, can you come with me, U-Haul? Whew, clear. Thank God.
One flank. One is flank.
Okay, listen to this. Listen to so you say one is flank. Let's listen to them. You hear one CT. 1 flank, 1 CT.
One flank.
Boom. 1 flank, 1 CT.
Probably why I just went over everybody's head.
Okay.
It's just like I think if I'm like Dink says 2 rotating. So if I just like be affirmative in what I'm saying, like 1 CT, 1's on the flank, 1's like even if I have to repeat it once, you know, just for everybody to know where they're at, but whatever, we can continue.
Okay. This is Nico for you, right?
Yeah.
What is the best advantageous fight for you with the sheriff?
A close hold.
Close range. Close range fights. We now know that there's 1 in CT and there's 1 in flank. We have 4 people live and they're all on site. What do you think is the best move for you guys to do at this point?
And me and Dig right here. Dig just goes to that corner and I probably just stay right here. And we have like the crossfire on the short here.
You could play passive. Definitely. That's an option. What's another option?
Then we have to make the decision there, like, hey, we're gonna push this guy.
Fuck yeah.
Like what?
Let's
Yeah,
go
we're gonna push
fucking take this guy CT. Let's kill him. We probably drop 1 maximum. We take him out. We pick up another gun. And now we're sitting 3v1 with guns. Boom. Everyone. So the question you pose is, push the guy CT, question mark? Stack on me, push the guy CT?
One is flank.
Like offering solutions, kind of.
Yep.
Can someone watch my U-haul so I can see on my camera? I'll tell
And
you.
you'll probably win this,
Go ahead.
right?
Okay,
But
no, I hear him right here on the right.
later on, when this is a 4v4, and we know there's 3 flanking, and there's 1 in CT just waiting to be taken, that's an option. We can push through and kill him.
He dropped under heaven. Okay.
One enemy remaining.
We know he's short. Yeah.
Like I said, you probably win
I'm not
this round
giving them
anyway.
anything. I'm not giving them anything. I only have a sheriff, so. Nice.
That was good. Good crossfire.
He played Raze here.
You could say peek on my contact there.
That was a. Like to break all the chamber util with the raise util, and then to counter that, push up quick.
So just really quick,
Nice.
this is a situation
I'm not
where
giving anything.
you say Mystic peek on my contact. Mystic peek on my contact. Peek on my contact.
Yeah,
He
it's
did it
like
naturally.
Tollbooth lining up for a shot.
He did it naturally without you calling it, but that's where you could call that.
Maybe if you
Good
could
strat.
tag someone, it'd be long.
For him to call us to come out of short too.
Hold on, Seek.
I give him a lot of credit for that.
Let's play.
Viper's here again with her little orb.
Nothing's changed.
I'm gonna try to
The
counter her
wall's,
with my
oh,
camera.
no, the wall's still there.
I'll let you know if she comes out.
All good. That's my fault. Okay, drone.
Viper's mollying and orbing. Sova's droning hookah.
Yeah, Sova's gonna get a
They wasted a snake bite. They have their wall out. They have drone out. We know that there's 2 close hookah right now.
kill here.
Nope.
Falling to back sight by Cubby.
Let me know when you're ready to go, Mystic. I'll go with you. I'm watching here.
I'm gonna pull Cubby. Smoke elbow.
1 in hookah, 1 back sight, right side. If Dig knew that, you could smoke wall everyone through B long into elbow and just win the round.
Smoke elbow, pulling Cubby. Yeah, on CT, his elbow.
If I could see the map, I can... Next time I can see the map, I'll explain what I'm talking about. Mystic. I love that.
I'm holding hookah. I'm holding hookah. If you play it for me, I can play it.
Face on me. Okay, they're pulling me, but I'm dead. I'm 1 HP.
Don't need to fight this.
You want to fight it?
Don't need to do this. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Bro, okay, Cubby's a slut. I panicked because they used a fucking wall, and then like our teammates were dying, and like Dig did not plan for me, so I was like, oh fuck, like this is getting worse and worse and worse. I
So
finally
you
just,
decided to
like,
make it worse? And worse?
Yeah.
And worse?
Yeah,
And
I
even
made
more
it
worse?
I got so worried, I made it worse. You're right. Jesus, nothing there I did right.
So, how do you feel? Let's talk about how you feel so we can figure out why this happened. This is a psychology round. You whiffed, you got worried.
You want to fight it?
We just lost one. We made a decision, a conscious decision, to pull out a utility and swing the guy that was threatening us a second ago. So something happened right around here where we started second guessing ourselves.
Are you serious?
Tell me what you're thinking
I'm holding hookah. I'm holding
after
hookah.
this fight.
If you play it for me, I can play
To
it.
be honest with you, like, or after the solo fight,
Yeah.
I knew it was the eco round, so I was not worried about it at all. And it was chamber that the only player was that I seen as a threat. I didn't start getting nervous until this death here. When I saw that in the wall, I was like, oh fuck. And we had like no comms what was going on, and I'm unaware of what's going on backside. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta throw the camera. With the camera, I'm like, oh shit, she's elbow. She's gonna flank my team, and I just fucking panicked and jumped out of the fucking hookah.
So they're on. Are they on Eco? Are they on Eco?
Yeah, they're on an eco round. The old chamber's the only one with a gun.
Okay.
That Raze gets a gun from Mystic pushing in the spawn.
Yes.
So that
What
I
is
think
the
I'm fucking-
right decision for you here?
To be quite honest, like I definitely made a bunch of wrong decisions, but my wrong decision was
Yeah, I
like
shouldn't have jumped out of hookah there.
not
They wall us
completely
with spikes
my
for me.
fault. This is the one time I'll justify myself because I think I make a lot of poor decisions. But in this scenario, we had no post
Raise
flanking.
one, you guys. Be careful.
I had no idea where they were playing. We had no setup. Everyone was just playing like reactionary Valorant,
Yeah.
and because of it, ended up costing us around.
I definitely
Yeah.
think they're a little.
Me seek. No.
Also, I had
Yeah,
Dig
I
plant.
tell Dig to plant in the middle of that box,
Yeah, Dig,
and that's
tried
where I
to
play
hookah,
there.
but,
I
like,
never
he had
peek.
to-
I would never peek anything
You were fucked.
until the Chinese spike.
Probably became sight.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all good.
Whoever plays you,
you know, right?
who plays on
So I just chalked around to me getting nervous and making poor decisions, and us not having a plan. Probably like 60-40.
I think the answer to what needs to happen here is those guys need to fall back off of that wall, and maybe you calm them to like come towards you, sort of thing, and then you need to slow down.
I shot him.
You need to slow down and analyze what's going on, because before that wall happened, you chose to swing without a
Let me
gun
go first. You're very. Yeah, let me go.
on an angle that was just being fought by you. So I feel like it was just more of a you need to slow down just a little bit.
I'm grabbing my ult.
I bet your heart rate went up a lot.
Our spike carrier is killed.
That
You
I
mean to
can
rotate
tell
back,
you.
Dig, or
Down
stay?
A.
Cage trigger.
Try to help.
This was a good cage. If you threw the cage right against the triple, you guys can run through that and maybe catch someone on the rotate and make it a
Yeah, that was
2v2.
the game plan, and I fucking. How do you miss a fucking? I don't know. It's just like
And they're-
panicking.
There it is. That's the rotate kill I was talking about. This is a great ult.
Careful now.
Nice. I tell you, put.
He's over in hookah and Chambers over here. We could push up showers, or we can push the chamber right now as well. There's a lot of options here to 1v1
Yeah,
them.
I make the calm. I say we push chamber together.
Yeah, you made the right call there.
30 seconds.
And then the smoke is good. Okay, so this is where I had a little bit of an issue. Okay, we know they're both on flank. Okay, let's watch where you plant.
Beat the spike.
I'm running towards bathroom. I'm running towards bathroom and planning.
Cage
I'm
trigger.
planning.
This round is the round I was telling you that you did everything so fucking well, except for this plant.
Out in the open for bathroom. I have a camera here
So you're planning in the open for bathroom,
as well. Yep.
Planted the spike.
and then you don't play bathroom.
You think I push in the bath here?
No, but your plan was to plant for bathroom. Why are we planning for bathroom?
Oh, like play in bathroom?
Why are you planting for bathroom? Why?
I honestly I definitely need to just plant it backside and both of us tuck into CT because they're not gonna rotate
Yep.
all the way back around to kill us.
Exactly.
And
Plant
one of
back
us can
here.
play heaven and one of us can play CT. I don't know why. Were we cooked on time?
You checked the time?
Nope.
Probably not.
Nope,
Okay,
we were not
whatever.
cooked on
Yeah,
time.
I don't know why the fuck I did that.
We had 20 seconds.
I don't know why the fuck I did that.
We did this because you've done it in ranked games before, and it's worked for you. This was an autopilot move. This is, honestly, you might say it's not, but this to me looks like autopilot. Okay?
No,
And
I don't disagree with you. There's no thinking, like, there's no, why would I plant there?
it doesn't make sense, right? Because they're coming from there. So let's plan away from them and then play double CT. That's the way to do it. That being said, that's one small thing. Let's watch how brilliant this fucking round is. Okay? This is beyond your current years of skill. You are doing so well with what you did here.
I'm falling behind triple and going on my camera. I'm here. I'll let you know.
This is just such good discipline that you have here.
Short.
Okay, so you know he's there. And I was saying to Mystic, if you were Mystic right now, Mystic would swing this guy, right? You take your time. You see one short in a second here.
That's fine. That's fine, I know.
You see him short, and you choose not to fight him. How many people would fight him in that situation? A lot.
Short.
You chose to play the timer, and because you did that, you win the fucking round. You choose that fight over the other one, which is better. You know he's short. You choose not to swing automatically on the Viper who had just shot at you. You decide to play the timer here. You hear him coming on, you choose not to swing again. You hold yourself. You stay underneath. You stay behind the triple. You know he's on bomb. He's circling you. You choose not to fight him again. You fall back. You won the round.
You got no time. You're good.
Just on that play. That was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I don't think they gotta do anything there.
You didn't have to. You didn't have to do a fucking thing. You literally just won the round on the timer. This is so fucking crisp. You didn't have to fight anyone. You're putting your feet up. You're like, yeah, whatever. And if you chose to fight there and you died, made it a 2v1, you lose. Or if you choose to fight one of them, you kill the chamber, and then you fight the other guy with a swing right away, and you died. So now a 1v1 situation, which could have been winnable for them. So that was fucking brilliant.
Down to 1 health. Can you pause it?
What's up?
Like, if you hear, like, before round here, like, I, honestly, in this situation, like, I have no idea where we're going. Because we have one player, I can tell you, we have one player B long, we have one player B short, and we have 2 players towards bathroom, and, like, me solo here. We have, like, no one mentioned default, no one mentioned, like, this is what we're gonna do, nothing. And then when the Viper ults here, I comment, and still no one, like, makes a decision on what we're doing until I die.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, like, how to bring that across to the team. Like, hey, guys, like, we need to know what we're doing before the round starts. Like, hey, if we're gonna go A, then I need more players here to help me out A. Because she actually makes a dumb decision and comes out. Play it. I'm like,
Short.
and I
I'm
didn't
gonna have
even,
a hard time pushing out to help you guys.
Your positioning, are you alone right now?
yeah, I'm alone. No,
Back
we
the
got
fuck
player
up.
B,
Back
yeah,
the fuck up.
backed up.
You're asking for it.
I don't see her in the at all up close. You want me
You're asking for it right now. If you had 3 people behind you, this is fine. This position is fine. But you're asking for it.
you want me to turn
You're asking to be scrimmed right now.
here, or you want me to leave?
You're saying, my name is Santa Claus. Come get your gift. This is better positioning. Slightly better. They could have scrimmed right through you on that one too.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay back and watch her flank. Nice. Is it an eco round for them? She's not in her.
Okay, so you're all grouped up. So you have a 5v4 right now. Group up, take long B question mark? That's the question you ask.
She's not in her ult.
Oh,
Bro,
you were asking for it the whole round. You were asking for it the whole round. Okay, so your crosshair placement. Okay, this is how you fix this small little thing. Where can they threaten you from? Can they flank you?
no.
Can they push through the smoke?
the one thing, like the one spot I should be holding.
So you put your crosshair on the smoke and you hit S key until you're clear of it.
Yeah, instead of pulling my knife away.
But that could have happened at any point in time, because guess what? They're on eco, and they could have totally just bum rushed you with 5 people, and you would have been not ready for that. Because of your positioning.
I got timing.
Ask yourself how much money they have, and what is going to be advantageous for them. The path to victory is through the eyes of the opponent. It's the same thing over and over again. It's the same lesson. If you are alone working an area, you have to go so slow. You're lurking. Always consider it a lurk if you're alone. You got a question?
No, I didn't say anything.
Okay. I heard yourself on here, so I get confused. We'll just skip through because you guys lose this.
I'm gonna lurk and hold ground. So they don't
These conversations need to happen after the game. It's a brand new game every round. We forget what happened and we move on. So I don't know if you watched the video with me and my coach, but these failures are all learning lessons, right? We need to take in these learning lessons. So there's a lot of little good things in that last one where, you know, that pretty much that whole round, you were asking for that death. It was going to happen. It was just a matter of time, right? So these are the things that you need to be taking into account as to why it happened. So that we don't have that happen again. And it's going to happen again. And you're going to catch it. You're going to be like, oh shit, it's that situation again. And then eventually, after being hurt so many times by it, you'll be like, okay, I'm not letting that happen again. And then something will click. And that's how you get better. That's how you get to the next level.
I haven't seen him cross yet. He usually plays the left side. I can come with you if you want.
You're on eco, you guys can just push up right here. Using utility is not totally necessary.
Plan.